Hello witches, blessed be. This is the astrology report and full moon tarot card reading. Okay? So, I like to start off with a little bit of the astrology first. Let me just show y'all on here. The Sun, Mercury, and Venus are all in Leo right now. Jupiter has already transcended into the constellation Virgo. Okay, Mars is in Scorpio. Saturn is in Ophiuchus. Pluto is in Sagittarius. The moon is in Capricorn. Okay. Now remember, you guys, I do sidereal astrology, or what is called Vedic astrology. I don't practice the Western tradition because it's wrong. Alright. The moon is in Capricorn. When you're looking at it with your naked eye, it is in the constellation Capricorn right now. And Neptune is in Sagittarius. Uranus is in Pisces. Now, let me make sure of something actually. The eclipse, the full moon. This full moon is an eclipse, you guys. And on the date of the actual full moon, on the 18th, it is in Aquarius along with Neptune, okay? And that's going to be an important thing with this when it comes to the meaning of it. Okay. I think that covered every planet where they are. Yeah, okay. So, the energy that this brings is a very Aquarian energy. Aquarius is a sign of humanitarianism. It's a sign of the human being reaching its potential as a God being, okay? The age of Aquarius. It is about ascension, but not just ascension. It is about also too bringing the divine down into the physical realm, okay? It is the next chapter after ascension work. Ascension work is about raising your consciousness, your vibration, your spirit, yourself to the divine. And the next step of that is that the divine comes down into you. It's like what they say, you have to meet God halfway, okay? Your efforts of ascending brings God down into you, okay? And Aquarius is very much a sign of that energy. So, we have the full moon in Aquarius itself, and then we also have the fact that it is an eclipse. Eclipses are an energy, they bring an energy of transformation and change, okay? So I'm very much getting the sense, like I told y'all, I'm not a professional astrologer, but I take astrology through the lens of a witch, of a spiritualist, and I let my intuition and Hecate, goddess Hecate, guide my interpretation of it, okay? So to me, the energy of this is very much about these changes and transformations that are taking place right now. And now eclipse energy does not just last for the 1 or 2 hours or whatever that the eclipse lasts, all right? They are very powerful, and the energy of them lasts for a while. Like, I'm talking about months, okay? So the energy that this eclipse is bringing is about kind of transcending our past selves and reaching into a deeper level of our own both spiritual attainment and the attainment of the results and effects that we want to see in our physical life, okay? So this energy is about letting go of the past, maybe letting go of fear, letting go of worries, anxieties, and doubts, letting go of past relationships that no longer serve who and what you are now in this present moment, because you are transcending and you are changing, okay? Now, before I go too long with this damn 20-minute time limit, let me go ahead and do the cards. I might go ahead and break this down into 2 separate videos, and then as far as recording it, 20-minute time limits, and then go ahead and put them together when I upload to YouTube. Alright, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards real quick, meditate for a moment on the question. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this full moon in Aquarius, for this eclipse in Aquarius. Okay. So, let's see if I can move this over a little bit more. Okay. So, let's see what we have here. The first card, which is representing us, whoever's watching, is the Maiden of Cups, also what's called the Page of Cups. The energy of this card, in this particular reading, I'm getting that it's very much a card of self-expression, but of a spiritual and psychic nature, okay? So there are certain things that are becoming clear to us in our personal growth and our personal life path, and we are being called to basically walk down that path, okay? Express your true self in all that you do, whether that's in your career, your relationships, your spirituality, whatever it is. There's a certain shift taking place, and a certain path is being realized, okay? And it's time to take those first initial steps forward on it. So go forward with faith, okay? Now the next card, which represents the present itself, is Fate, also what's called the Wheel of Fortune. That means that the present energy around us is a fated destiny energy. So everything's going right along as it should be. And we need to embrace also too our internal intuition and internal guidance, because that also too is part of fate and destiny. We are not separate from this thing we call life. We are not separate from the universe. We are not separate from nature. So those yearnings and pulls that you feel within you as your intuition are also too in alignment with this. And this is about changes for the better, okay? Things are lining up for us, and that's really good. Crossing us, get this camera to focus. Crossing us is the Two of Wands, okay? This is a card of basically planning, and how that is very much important and critical right now as we continue forward. However well that you prepare and plan for yourself is the direct result of how well you do, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now, beneath us is the Death card. This forms the foundation of what led us into doing this reading, which makes perfect sense with the fact that it's the full moon eclipse, okay? There are major endings happening right now. A major transformation and change is underway, and it's probably sweeping through all areas and aspects of your life, internally and exoterically outside of you, okay? This energy is nothing to fear, okay? Because it actually is releasing you. It's releasing you from what you have, what is the word? Where you've settled in your life. Settled for less than you know is your destiny and your higher calling. This eclipse, this energy is releasing you from that, so that you can pursue what you truly do want and deserve, okay? In the past position is the Chariot card. This is such a beautiful thing. I love the picture on this. It's gorgeous and just beautiful on many levels, artistically and the meaning of it. But this is the past card in the past position, and so it's reminding us of a time in the past when we did follow our calling and our higher intuition and guidance and our higher desires, even, because your highest what am I trying to say? Your highest good can be defined as that which is for your survival and that which is for your greatest joy, okay? So when we pursue our greatest desires and joys, we are also pursuing our highest good and our destiny, okay? Those desires and passions are in you, because once again, you're not separate from the universe. We all have unique passions and desires, and those are our guiding light in life. To know God's will for us, or the divine's will for us, okay? This is just reminding you of a time in your past when you pursued that and you saw much success and good fortune because of it. And it's reminding you of that so that you can draw strength from the fact that you did that before. You had that strength before, and you can have it again now. Okay? Crowning us is the Nine of Coins, and this is about independence. This is a really good time to go forward with an independent mindset. That does not mean to sever all relationships, etc. It just means that you need to have your mindset independent. Don't be waiting on other people or situations or relationships to take you where you want to go. you take the lead in your life, okay? And the right people and relationships and all of that are good and healthy for you will stay, all right? So, and when you do that, you will see much success and abundance and positive growth. In the future position is the Queen of Coins. And this is giving advice that we need to go forward with our own best interest in heart and mind, okay? And it's when we do that we are able to then help others, okay? If we don't help ourselves, we're not going to be able to help anyone else, okay? If we can't keep our own life straight and our own abundance going, how are we going to help anyone else, all right? So this card is letting you know that this energy, it's not selfish energy, but it is self-nurturing, okay? You have to nurture yourself so that you can then help others. So this card is about protecting your own good fortune and self-interest as we go forward and working towards that. Now this card in the position of the persona is the card Fortitude, which is also the Strength card. And so this means that we need to have courage and bravery going forward. Trust and faith in our own higher self, in the divine, and the power of love itself, if you just want to look at it psychologically. This energy can master and subdue all opposition and even enemies, okay? So if you put your faith forward in that and you walk in that faith, you will come out on top of all opposition, and you might make a friend, okay? So the next card is in the position of outside influence. So this is the influence that we have on others or other people's influence on us at this present time. And it's the Ten of Coins. And the Ten of Coins is about the power of tradition and family. And this doesn't always have to mean your physical blood family. This can also mean the family that you create, okay? Because we are all born and raised by a family, but also, too, we are supposed to create our own family, okay? In our lifetime. So this card is letting us know that positive energy can come from that family feeling, from a soul tribe, from just a spiritual family, or it could be your actual blood family. But either way, I feel like it's more about the family that you're creating in this lifetime and how that's going to bring positive support and benefit to you. Now this next card is in the position of hopes and fears as well as goals, and it's the Moon card. And so the Moon card is about facing fear of the unknown with faith, trust, and hope. So there is a sense of trekking forward into the unknown, which can be intimidating, okay? But if you have faith in yourself and in the higher power to guide you, you have nothing to fear of the unknown. So I feel like this card is just a little reminder to just have faith, okay? And not to be afraid. Have courage, like this card said. The final outcome is the Two of Cups. So there is a new energy and relationships that are going to propel us forward, okay? The Two of Cups is about a union, a higher spiritual union. So that goes along with this card of the soul tribe that I talked about, where you're creating your own family as you go forward, or you'll just be embraced into a new spiritual family as you go forward. You may not even have to know that it's there waiting for you. Okay, but you just walk forward with faith anyways, and this energy is there waiting for you. So powerful transformations and okay, sorry about that, y'all. I reached the 20-minute time limit, so I'm going to have to splice these videos together. But like I was saying, overall, the energy is about powerful transformation. It's about embracing your own calling, embracing your own divine guidance and what you think is best and right for you, what you think and what you feel is best for you and what is right for you as your calling, as you go forward in your life. And by embracing that, you bring the divine energy into the physical realm. Because, like I said at the beginning of this, your ascension is about raising your consciousness to awareness of the divine. And what I would say is about the divine coming into the physical world is you acting on it, okay? You need to act on your personal divine guidance. And by doing so, we each bring the divine into this realm, into this world. And it's different for everyone. Everyone has a different role to play in the divine plan. Everyone has a different calling. Everyone has a different highest will, okay? When it comes to discerning what is for your highest good, it is unique and different for each person. So there's no judgment here, okay? I'm not saying that we need to judge things, judge relationships or people. We're all at different stages and phases and levels of our lives, and we are all playing a different role and a different part in the divine plan. So just because yours does not resonate with others doesn't mean that they're wrong and that you're right, and vice versa. It doesn't mean that you're wrong and they're right. It just means that we're playing different parts. It just means that the universe created variety for a reason, okay? So there's no judgment here. The only judgment you need to make is discerning for yourself your own part in it, okay? And so that's the only part that you need to really discern, and as far as any kind of judgment needs to be made. So I do feel, as the overall reading has kind of indicated, we already know those initial callings right now. We are all feeling that divine guidance. We are all getting messages and insights what our highest will is and what is for our highest good. We're all becoming more aware of that because of this energy. And so all we have to do really is just start taking those initial steps forward. And as the moon card was saying, that can be intimidating because you're stepping into an unknown. And let me just let you in on something right now. All of life is an unknown, okay? And that's just the way it is. Because everyone has free will. Chaos is real. Things just happen. So all of life is an unknown, okay? It's not going to hurt you to go forward in this life pursuing what you really want and what's really for your own highest good. Which your highest good, once again, is defined as what's good for your survival and what brings you the greatest joy in this life, okay? Your health and well-being. And that can change over time. It's not always stuck set in stone to be the same thing forever. People change and people grow, okay? So once again, there's no judgment here. You might, there might be some people who are in your life for life, and there might be some people that are in your life for a season, okay? And it's not about judgment or saying that anyone is right or wrong. It's about the fact of at the level and stage of growth that you're at that time. They are relevant. So before I get off on too much of a tangent with this, the energy of this spread is about going forward to where your soul's really guiding and calling you to, okay? And there is a sense of major empowerment with this because we are becoming more aware of probably our life purpose, our destiny, and our highest will, okay? That's becoming more, it's just becoming more aware in you, okay? And so it's time to pursue that and take those first initial steps forward towards that. And a lot that has happened in the recent past has helped you get over the fear of doing that, okay? So I hope this reading helps. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. And I hope that you all have a lovely full moon eclipse. Okay, it's cloudy over here right now, so I'm not going to see the eclipse at all. But it doesn't matter if I see it or not. It doesn't matter if you see it or not. The energy is at work, and it is causing changes deep within you that are for your highest good. So I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you all have a lovely full moon. Blessed be.